Alright, we are back with another spoiler review for Boruto Two Blue Vortex Chapter 14, and yeah, this is an interesting one, so let's just get right into it. We start off right away with Boruto being interrogated after being captured by Konoha. His cuffs negate jutsu, and things are looking pretty rough for Boruto as konohamaru begins to question him. Boruto asks if everyone is safe, and konohamaru tells him that they are. We cut to the hospital as we see Sakura, welcome back, taking care of Inojin, saying he's somehow completely healed, but she's surprised he was able to survive such a terrible injury, which we all know is because our girl Himawari is able to do some pretty cray shit now that she's a Biju? Is that still up in the air? I don't know. Check out my last video on that. Cut back to the interrogation. We see Boruto and the two elders from the original Naruto series that are just trash. And I can't believe they are still actively there. They look to be on death's door. You know what isn't on death's door and isn't trash? This channel. So if you're enjoying this video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Every little bit helps. Thank you. Everyone wants to know who those guys that attacked the village are and why SARADA and HIMAWARI were targeted. As they begin their questioning, we cut away to KAWAKI, Damon, and INTERROGATION as they begin talking about the fact that if Boruto spills the beans, this could be bad for everyone. Which we get an interesting reaction from KAWAKI because he actually doubles down on his beliefs, telling us he truly believes his words. He says that the fact that the 7th disappeared is because of Boruto, and the details are muddy, but that's the truth. He thinks Boruto is too dangerous and MOMOSHIKI can take control at any second. Nothing will change that fact to KAWAKI. Boruto begins telling them about the Shinjus and how they are 10 tails born from the tree, and how they've taken the form of several Konoha residents, including Sasuke and Mogi. This gets Konohamaru's attention as he begins to sweat. Amato, our questionable bad guy, is able to clarify everything as he breaks down exactly what they are for the group, letting us know that they've gained intelligence, which makes them even deadlier than a normal 10 tails. We are also finally confirmed with the fact that Jura isn't like the others. He isn't a clone or based off another person. He is the 10 tails incarnated. He is the core of the crisis at hand. Boruto tells them that if they can defeat Jura, the crisis that the Earth faces can be defeated. Although this might be a mistranslation, and I'll have to double back when the official chapter releases because everyone's reaction is a little strange. And by a little strange, I mean they begin to quickly question Boruto about how he can possibly know that, and they demand to know his source of information, whom we as readers are assuming to be Kashin Koji. But Boruto won't give a name, stating he doesn't want to be named as it would put his life in danger, which opens up the realm of possibility that maybe he's talking about Orochimaru or Amato himself. I don't know. Everyone is going back and forth with Boruto when finally the female elder, I forget her name because I genuinely hated these characters, just gets to the point and addresses the elephant in the room. Why did you kill Lord 7th? We see Shikamaru is communicating with Boruto telepathically, and he tells him he needs to continue to assume the guilt in Naruto's death. While at the same time we see Shikamaru still struggling with the effects of Eida's powers, but he's slowly putting the pieces together. He's always been the more logical character, and if he thinks hard enough, everything fits. This is Boruto Uzumaki, and he must protect him. Boruto, being Boruto, answers the question on his own and tells them plainly he didn't kill anyone and Naruto is safe with Hinata. And the two elders continue their streak of just being the worst as they accuse Boruto of lying and refuse to believe him, prompting Ibbiki to start his real interrogation. We see Shikamaru cut over to Ino as she's at the hospital with her son, and he begins to ask her to connect him to someone privately, but Ino denies him, really showing the depths of how everything has gone. Ibbiki, on the other hand, begins his interrogation by slamming Boruto's face into the table, and we get a really weird moment of character growth from Ibbiki as we also get to see him become emotional over Naruto, really showing us how important Naruto was to the heart of Konoha. He really changed even the ninja whose whole ideal was not feeling emotions. Shikamaru quickly puts a stop to the physical torture and tells them to call Mitsuki, as he might be able to use poisons to get the truth out of Boruto. We cut back to Ada and she tells KAWAKI that Boruto isn't spilling the beans, confusing everyone, but more importantly, making Ada question KAWAKI, if maybe he's just doing this to keep his position in the village. I really love this moment. It's really small, but you could already tell there's some real cracks forming in this group. Mitsuki arrives and immediately is baited into attacking Boruto, but it's just a ruse, as he quickly tells Boruto where his belongings are and helps him escape his cuffs. Boruto uses Flying Thunder God and escapes. Konohamaru, on the other hand, immediately begins to question everything, as only himself, Ibbiki, and the 8th would have known the code to the cuffs. Cut to us learning that the 8th straight up gave Mitsuki the code to unlock Boruto. We get to see Shikamaru being completely chastised by those old farts, and really it's nothing important, but we get the arrival of Kankuro as he tells us that Gaara of the Sand has been defeated and Shinki as well. He tells us that Shinki has already been taken over by a tree, and we cut away to the birth of a new Shinju, which by the way is the Shinju everyone was speculating to be Naruto, but it is in fact Shinki. I really hope defeated isn't a code for killed. I really love Gaara as a character, he's a favorite of mine, and I'd hate to see him killed off again. And finally, we cut away to the Shinjus as they welcome their new brother, Ryu. Wow, what a chapter. It wasn't as bombastic as the last couple chapters, but that's alright. Not every chapter needs 24/7 action, and honestly, I really enjoyed these slower moments this month. Nothing felt too dragged out, and even if it was dialogue heavy, it really was fun to see this side of Konoha and how it operates. There are a couple things that I didn't really like story-wise, like the potential killing of Gaara again, but I really do appreciate the subtle cracks forming in Kawaki's main group. So overall, this was great, and yeah, thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed it, feel free to come back, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.